जयपुर वाया कोटा।
कृपया ध्यान आपो अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत.
Lucknow Junction.
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವರೈ
एक्सप्रेस পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন कृपया ध्यान दियो.
It was a beauty and the beast show by RCB because it was beautiful on the up drives and then those beastie sixes out of the park. Welcome back to Cricbuzz Live. I'm Saiyami Kher. I have Joy Bhattacharya and Lisa with me. First up, congratulations, Lisa.
I know.
You did it. We finally got an accurate number on our prediction game. So, Lisa, congratulations on the 212 that RCB has made. So, one shot, but we give it to you.
Yeah. Well, I think certainly a great performance. Virat was the one that...
I thought you were talking about your great
Oh, no. I move on pretty quick. It's okay. I'm not like you, Joy. But a great performance from Virat. He really was the one that got things moving nicely. And then when he departed, it was actually Maxwell that got Faf finding some form as well. He was... What was he off?
So, he was 33 of 31.
Thank you.
And then later, he went up to 79 of 49 balls, 46 balls. So, really big acceleration. 46 of 15 is what he did after that 33.
Yeah, and so no, I was just looking at him, and if you see that innings, first, even when Jaydev started bowling Avish Khan, he was not timing the ball at all. You could make out he was struggling to time it, and the difference was palpable between the way Virat was playing and the way Faf was playing. And here's where I really respect batsmen like Faf. Lots of batsmen in those situations will just try and whack something and get out. He stays on, he plays himself into form, first he just keeps taking singles, allowing the strike, tries to hit the ball, doesn't hit the ball, tries to hit Amit Mishra, doesn't succeed, Kunal Pandya, Bishnoi, he went after all of them, didn't succeed. It's only when the medium pacers started coming back that he suddenly started finding form again. And I think this is even more creditable when you don't find form in the beginning and you stick it and then you actually make it count in the end.
That's experience for you. Just assessing the conditions. So 30 odd balls for 30 runs, most players would go, okay, I'm going to take a real risk because I'm the one that's holding them up. And we spoke at the Combox, it was about that 7th, 8th, 9th, that was only 6 runs and over. And that's really when Lucknow were able to come back in through the spinners. Then, like I said, it was Maxwell that got going. And as soon as you have another guy up the other end that is, showing all 3 stumps, splaying his front leg, slicing the ball over point, and then anything in the slot, putting it straight over, it really upsets the rhythm of the bowlers. And that's when Faf was able to kind of go, okay, now I can get into my game. Then he started finding his timing. So I actually think it was Maxwell just disrupting and putting a lot of pressure on the bowlers, because when you've got a guy like that coming, he'll give you either one chance or it's ridiculous runs at a strike rate of over 200, which is exactly what he did. 6 sixes, and just where he scores the runs, 360. I think he tried one silly lap, which he kind of cursed himself. When you can hit the ball from backward point all the way to backward square, who cares about the lap? You've got a good chunk of the ground that you can score runs.
But Joy Maxwell, I think RCB will be very delighted that he's back to the party because 115 run partnership between them.
Absolutely. And I mean, as he said, she was a catalyst. And Faf got going only in the end, but he made it count. But the dropped catch, such a vital catch. I mean, Jaydev Unadkat, that over and that catch. And that also made a huge difference, because if you see now, it looks very even that both of them, one has got 48, one's got 59. But really the scoring was not like that. The scoring was actually very much, in the beginning, a lot of Maxwell, and in the end, a lot of Faf. And they dominated strike that way as well. But as I said, catches win matches, dropped catches can lose you matches, at least another 50-20 balls.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back sixes after that.
Just immediately 2 back-to-back sixes. So Kunal must be wondering, and you could see Jaydev's face knowing that, these things happen very rarely. He's gone for the first over, just 4 runs when he opened the bowling. And then he gets whacked. After this dropped catch, gets whacked with 2 sixes immediately. So, that's, the rub of the green, as they say in this sport.
And then, of course, you can't tame a lion in his own den. Virat Kohli doing Virat things because he looked hungry. He looked like he wanted to just go there and hit everything outside the ground. He was beautiful again.
Yeah, his timing is really good. He picks up length. And the fact that at Chinnaswamy you've got a pitch where you can hit through the line. So the ball is bowled back of a length, and instead of it nipping around or moving around or slowing up or two pace as they like to call it, he can just plant his foot and hit straight through the line. He trusts his hand. His head is very still. When he's still, he plays really good cricket. And then when he's in that position, then you start to see just that whip, across the line where he just fast hands through the ball, takes it over mid-wicket. That's when you know he's in good touch, and it's exciting to watch.
That offside six.
The offside six and all the on the up drives he hit. 3 of those on the up drives.
Sensational. I mean, again, just very special player, and he's always known it. He's always had that ability, but he hasn't shown it as much as perhaps the RCB fans would like. But this was a signal innings. And so early in the tournament, that's really good news. Yeah. Virat's had a great knock. 2 great knocks actually. Faf has had 1 good knock. Maxwell's had 1 good knock. So all this augur well for RCB as a team.
They like Chinnaswamy Stadium.
Yeah, they like being home.
Half centuries at home.
Yeah, they like being home. But they set it up very well. 96-run partnership between the two. We spoke about this in the pre-match show as well. Is that it's a lot when they perform. It looks all wonderful. So it didn't come. The pressure didn't come on the middle order, and of course, Maxi came to the party, but they set it up very well with that 96-run partnership.
Yeah, there wasn't a middle order. I mean,
yes.
The middle order got to face 1 ball, in effect, But that's the thing, that if they have to win, that top 3 has to keep going. And if you have 3 of them who are in reasonable form, you hope that at least one of them will get, runs every day, and then you have other batsmen playing around them, which can make a difference. So I think this is a really good situation for them, especially because I thought the spinners bowled really well in the middle. I thought Kunal Pandey was brilliant. Bishnoi till his last over when he went for 20 was absolutely superb. I think somewhere there was, there's that thing about bowling that over extra, and that's when I feel that perhaps they need another fast bowler because they don't trust Jaydev to come in immediately. They bowled only 2 overs of his. So what happens was that Bishnoi and all in Chinnaswamy bowling in the 15th, 16th over when the batsmen are set is really difficult unless you're the Sunil Narine type of bowler or the Rashid kind of bowler, which is a bit different from the kind of bowler, say, that Ravi Bishnoi is.
But Lisa, were you a little surprised, Jaydev bowled at 1 over 4 runs and then he came back only on the 17th over where he went for 23.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big ask, isn't it? But and then the batters are set as well. So I like the idea how they got Mark Wood on straight away for when Maxwell came in, because you certainly felt, even right at the end, it was his extra pace that just troubled him. Is that back of the length, the ball just kind of rising, and you're just unsure whether you prop on the front or your back foot. So I was surprised about that. I thought they could have used him maybe potentially 1 over there, almost off the back of Wood. And then the other thing is Krunal Pandya bowled out in the 10th over, I think it was. Yeah. So it's like maybe they could have held him just for 1 over, in the 12th or 13th. So that's something for KL Rahul and the coaching staff to kind of dissect long after this match.
But was it surprising that they didn't get Mayers in at all? Because we've seen him bowl and then today suddenly he wasn't bowling.
Yeah, I would have gotten Mayers because I genuinely feel that, yes, you can use Jaydev Unadkat on certain pitches in the last few overs as a finisher. Not this pitch. Jaydev Unadkat on the really low slope pitches, he'll bowl those Katori balls which just don't reach you, half pitch balls which just sit up, but there's no pace on the ball at all. But that doesn't work in the Chinnaswamy because the grounds are too small. It's at an altitude of 2,500 feet. So, if they get under the ball, it's going to go. So, I think somebody like a Kyle Mayers, I hit, you hit, or I hit. If you miss, I hit.
Yeah.
That kind of bowling, that's exactly what Mark Wood did. Take a particular angle and kept bowling at it slightly short of the length. For that, you need pace. You need 140 plus. Mayers has it and Jaydev doesn't. So, yeah, I'm very surprised that they didn't use Mayers at all.
Let's just have a look at the Lucknow 11 because, we are going to obviously see a change as Ayush Badoni comes in for Amit Mishra. But again, they want that fiery start from Mayers because this is that kind of a total that they need Mayers to come to the party.
Yeah, 6 overs, you got to cash in. Cash in whilst the only 2 fielders out. And I think, you know, the way that Kyle Mayers has been playing, he's going to play that same way. He did struggle that first bit against Chennai, I think it was. He was like 20 off 20 deliveries, but then he was able to catch it up really well. I just think that he'll like this stadium as well. He'll like the pitch. He's seen the pace. It suits him to a T. And then you look at the batting order of Lucknow and they bat deep. When you've got Nicholas Puran coming in quite late, then you think, okay, we can go. We can chase this down. And if that's the case, we're in for an absolute ripper of a match.
Joy, you think Mayers will be going boom boom from the beginning and
You have
KL
to.
Rahul will be a little more on the back foot? If
I think on a pitch like this, Rahul will just wait for the bad ball and hit it, and he has the ability to make some good balls as bad balls, convert them a bit, but he's not going to take unnecessary risks. But they have to capitalize on it early, because really this kind of pitch, the situation is very simple. If you're chasing the total that you have, 210, if you don't get 70 odd in the first, you're in real trouble. I mean, after that, it's, you know, because once you are going to lose a little bit of momentum at some point in time. You know, it's very difficult for teams to keep motoring away like that. The moment the first 6 are over, normally teams dip a bit and then take a little bit more time to catch up again. So you've got to compensate for that and really go hard in the first 6. There's no other way to play this.
But Lisa, you think Huda, who will come in at number 3, really has to step up today because you need that Indian core to perform, you know. So they're probably banking a lot on Huda as well.
Yeah, I think he's certainly one that can shine a little bit more with the bat. His numbers haven't been great since July 2022. I mean, that strike rate, and the main thing is he hasn't converted. The highest score of 41 not out, so no 50s. Hundreds are a blessing in T20 cricket, but no 50s, which is not what you want from someone holding that position. Remember, it's the top 3 in T20 cricket that have to get you the bulk of the runs. Then everyone else gives you a little 20 off 10 or, you know, 24 off 15. Those type of scores is what you want from the rest. But so if he gets that opportunity to bat at 3, he's got to convert a big one.
Joy, you think they're going to send him at 3? You think they'll put him down? They'll shuffle things around?
I don't know. I have this feeling, I really have this feeling that if there's a wicket that's lost in the first 4-5 overs, I feel Stoinis will walk out. Because I feel they have to get their best batsman as much strike as possible. They don't have too much time. And if they bought in Stoinis over Quinton de Kock, it's because they feel he has the power on a small ground to be able to hit almost anybody. So I really would expect Stoinis to walk out. But look, stranger things have happened. And, you know, with Lucknow, they always play horses for courses. And I was just thinking of Mayers also. His last match, he got 13 on 14. But remember the pitch he played in, that Lucknow pitch that everyone, it just looked like a little minefield out there. So I think he'll also be very happy seeing this kind of pitch waiting for him out there.
You know, can we just have a look at the playing 11 for RCB? Because, of course, Anuj Rawat is out and Karan Sharma comes in like we imagined. So no surprises there. But a lot of pressure on Siraj right away, you think? Look,
Siraj is a wicket-taking bowler. And actually the captain will tell him, go take wickets, don't bother. Go take wickets. Even if you get smashed for 15-20, if you get me a wicket in the first couple of overs, you get me KL Rahul, you get me Mayers, you've done your job. And so they will try and free him up as much as possible, saying his job is to take wickets, go 2 up front. I'm saying if he gets wickets, they'll give him a 3rd also. Because they now have Parnell, and they can say we can end with Parnell and David Willey in the end. And I think that's the thing they'll try and do. They'll try and free him up. They'll try and bring Karan Sharma in the middle to give you trouble. Shahbaz bowls actually well. Shahbaz is a very controlled bowler, so he's also there. So you have variety. It's just that if somebody like a Stoinis or a Rahul gets going, it's just a very difficult ground to defend in.
Well, Lisa, you think, you know, we saw Krunal coming in the power play as well. You think we can expect Karan to come and bowl in the power play?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know if he bowls in the power play.
Not very much.
I would expect that he would kind of come in straight after the power play and that middle period where we saw Bangalore kind of slow down a little bit. I think that's when he'll actually bowl, probably that 7th, 9th over. That will be the crucial time for him to kind of get a few overs in. just when they have that little dip, normally after the power play, and see if they can jag a wicket or at least keep it quiet.
You know, you all showed us that interesting stat, but it went away. If you all can bring that, Karan really likes bowling because Quinton de Kock's not there, but Deepak Hooda is there. So he clearly likes bowling to the Lucknow batsmen.
Yeah, look, again, it's all conditions. And, the last 2-3 years, one of the reasons this data is sometimes difficult to decipher is he might be playing in a pitch, completely different. In Chennai, for example, if you're bowling in Chennai to Deepak Hooda or any of these batsmen, it's a very different condition. This year is a very different pitch. But what Karan has going for him is runs. When you have runs to back you up, then you're a different bowler because you know that the batsmen have to take the risks. If he plays 8 runs and 9 run overs, he's in trouble. So he has to try and hit you. Always gives you an opportunity.
I don't think he'll move far from the stumps. We won't see huge change ups or change downs.
Absolutely.
He'll just keep honing in and go, good luck, take your risks. I'm here to either get you bowled, LBW, and if you don't find the middle of the bat, I'll have my fielders out there to catch. So the scoreboard pressure of putting on that 211 counts for a lot, especially on a ground that's small. If you can keep it quiet within the first 6, then all of a sudden they've got to go.
All right, then. We have to let winners go first. So, Lisa, your predictions at the 6 over point, and then I go second before Joycer comes in. I'm going to go second.
She just doesn't want to be in the back, does she?
And if she says sir again, I'll take away her privilege.
Yeah, you should actually. I'm going to go 60 on the dot.
Ooh, 60 on the dot for Lisa. I'm going to go with 65.
How does it matter? 72.
How does it matter?
I think though she's competitive. You've won one.
I'm very competitive.
She is.
No, I like this. I like
Oh
this.
no, we've got an update that Mayers is out. That's not the start. Siraj has bowled him out.
There you go.
Oh, that's not the start we wanted. Not for the power play scores that I've predicted either. But Lisa has eaten her food. Joy, not sir. Joy and I am very hungry. So we're going to go and quickly have something to eat. We'll see you at the 10 over point at the Cricbuzz com box.
Jaipur via Kota.
कृपया ध्यान आपको अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत
Lucknow Junction.
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವರೈ ಚೆನ್ನೈ
Hyderabad 50 Express পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন। कृपया ध्यान दो